Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Brady completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Brady. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Here's a give to Mixon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Brady. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it. Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down at 4. Off play action. Fields steps away. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on second down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. What's the rip? 72.
A handoff running left. Mixon muscles him off.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. To throw, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Go, Bandit.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. On play action, it's Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On play action, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Buying time to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, it's Fields. Flushed out right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Let's give him a show.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down and goal. Fields. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brady to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now Brady. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. 10.
One play at a time.
And they
Here we
will
go.
score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Brady. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play action. It's Fields.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front, because they're not giving him any space right now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On the move to his left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Fields on 3rd down.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 23.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Fighting through. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Get him, get him, get him.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Be a long day for you.
They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught.
And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score Bears 28, Buccaneers nothing.
Mixon.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Joe Mixon.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fields now to throw.
Man open is Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Fields.
They'll roll him out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the scramble.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off play action, Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. There he goes, left side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them, as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down.